the sound went out. So hopefully you can hear me this time. So we're talking about Q3 of 2024. And you can get on the free newsletter at stephaniegrams.com. The websites are being updated. And today is June 4th, 2024. So hopefully Q3 2024 video will be live here on YouTube, but also hopefully the sound will be there this time. So Q3 consists of July, August, and September. And I'm going to break this down for you. Hopefully this is helpful for you in your memory bear and keepsake business. We have more lessons and greater detail at keepsakebusinessacademy.com. So Q3, I have July, August, and September. Those are the months of the quarter, and this is what I will be focusing on. And give me just a second. So July, I'm focusing on occasion of wedding, and this is how I break down my sewing service business. So again, it can be an occasion if you want. It can also be a holiday. It can be a combination of both. You know your business and customers more than I do. August, I'm going to focus on the holiday of Christmas. And September, I'm going to post information continuously online to get increase of sales. I go in greater depth for my students in the private academy. Again, definitely go to keepsakebusinessacademy.com and become a paying student. Again, this is a recap for 2023. I am going to hang one of these forms on my bulletin board above my desk in my workspace. And the rest of my forms, I will put 3-hole punches here and put them in my binder. And that's how I keep myself organized throughout the year. Again, July, I'm going to focus on an occasion. You could focus on occasion, event, or holiday, combination of all of those, none of them. You can just be a general memory bear maker, keepsake business owner, whichever you prefer. You know your business goals, your income goals, and so forth. All right, and then the quarter goals, and these forms are what I made and I sell them in Etsy, in my Etsy shop, under the name Sewpreneur, SEWPRENEUR. And the link should be underneath this video shortly. All right, so my goal for the quarter, these are examples. I'm not going to share my exact goals with you. Again, in business, we don't share exacts with each other. You know, there's a reason for that. But this might be something that you write down. These are given to you as examples on how you can schedule and format your goals. All right, so we have July, accept 10 wedding bear orders because remember, I'm focusing on the occasion of weddings. August, I would open my calendar for Christmas orders and all of the fun that goes along with that. And September, I would post and send reminders about my August, which is my Christmas orders. Down here at the bottom, I have holidays. So again, my occasion is what I'm focusing on, weddings. Holiday will be Christmas and products. What items do I want to accept this quarter? What is my income goal? And what is my summer calendar looking like? You know, do I have outings, vacations, family reunions? Is there time I want to take off? How often do I want to go to the pool, etc.? So you know your calendar. Hopefully you have that filled out, at least for the quarter, a quarter at a time. But I do recommend to my students that you put in as many dates as you can in your calendar for the entire year, whether it's vacation time, PTO from your day job, doctor's visits, family visits, all the holidays and celebrations, things that, you know, your own vacation from work. So fill that all out and know your calendar. Over here are my thoughts. I would like to, examples, accept 10 wedding bear orders. I would like to accept a minimum of 25 Christmas orders. And then from the dates of December 5th through, December 5th, 2024, I want to close and I want to reopen January 5th, 2025. I would like to take that time off to be with my family and to work on a textile arts project that I've been wanting to work on for a while now. And how can I do my communication? I have not gone into the communication plan yet. And that's something that we can delve into in the private Keepsake Business Academy.com. But I want to pre-schedule my blog post. And number one is stay focused. And what is my income goal for this quarter? My income goal is $7,500. That is my goal for quarter 3 and moving into quarter 4. So I have an overview of, and again, this form is what you can purchase in the Etsy shop. Again, this is quarter 3, 2024 for the months of July, August, and September. So if I want to make $7,500 this quarter, how am I going to do that? Well, I like to break my numbers down. If I break them down, they make more sense to me and they don't feel so overwhelming. So for a daily goal, I would want to make $125 a day, 5 days a week. I would break that down to weekly, which would be $625 a week times 4 weeks. There's usually 4 weeks in a month. And then in a month, that would be $2,500 times 3 months because we have 3 months in the quarter. And that would be a quarterly goal of $7,500. If you were to just write down, and I found this out with my students, so you can test it for yourself if you'd like. If you wrote down a goal, a quarterly goal of $7,500, when you stare at that number, I don't know what happens to you, but with me, I start to panic. I'm like, how am I going to do that? How am I going to do this? And I have dozens of questions floating around in my brain. So what has helped me and has helped my students is breaking it down by daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly. And here's the thing. If you even want to break this down daily into the number of hours you work per day, then you can go ahead and do that. Whatever helps you move forward in your business is good. You need to know what is going to work for you, basically, is what I'm trying to say. All right, so let's look at this thing here for a minute. If I wanted to make $125 a day, and I'm going to go ahead and work 8 hours, okay? What is that per hour? That's $15.62. And I'm just going to round it off since it's 62.5. That's $15.63 a day. I'm sorry, per hour. Pardon me, per hour. That's how much you should be paying yourself. All right. So this might help with your, if you're debating on what you should charge for your services. Now I have my quarterly communication plan. Again, this is my plan. And my plan is for the newsletter to go out 4 days a month. I would like to post on social media 3 times a day, 7 days a week. I would like to reach out with public relations 3 times a quarter. Now my outreach, and these are my goals. This is what I'm striving for. This is my plan. These are my goals. My goal for the newsletter is to communicate sales, my schedule, calendar, when I'm going to be in the office, when what calendar I am. So my calendar could say for the month of July, let's get your wedding gowns turned into precious memories. And that would be my focus. So once you know what your focus is, once you know what your goals are, you can start writing this overview for yourself. And again, I am available to be your coach. I do have my calendar up on the website, and I will send the link to my coaching calendar to you in the newsletter. So moving on to the outreach for social media, the goal, the reason I want social media is I want engagement, and I want it to be educational. I want to be fun, uplifting, encouraging, and so forth. But I want engagement. And then public relations is just increase awareness into a particular mission and vision that I have. And again, I'm not going to give you those details. And that's something I can help you with during our private coaching sessions. And then events. I would like to attend some local meeting events. I did that last month, the month of May, and now we're in the month of June. And so this quarter, I would really like to be able to attend at least 2 out of the 3 local in-person business networking groups. And then online, I have my podcast. It's free. The podcast will be going back out June 5th, 2024, and it should be a regular weekly, not event, but in a way it's an event, right? Podcast. So hopefully you will join me on that. And then my website, I need to do some updates. And the updates are posting to my blog weekly. And then I want to post my working calendar for orders also. And then what needs to change? I need to stay focused on this week's goals, one day at a time. And so instead of looking at the quarter as one huge elephant, I'm going to eat that elephant by taking one bite at a time. And I know that sounds kind of gross, but it does paint a picture of how we can see it business. All right, now this page is just a blank page, as well as, let me see if this one is. Okay, so this page is definitely going on my working board. So my working board is the board I keep above my desk. I'm going to pin it up there. I will add to my notes as needed, but I need to make sure I stay focused. And so my communication plan, again, is my newsletter. I want that to be gone on Wednesdays. So we have one Wednesday a week, right? My blog, I would like to post Tuesdays and Thursdays. And social media, Facebook, I'd like to post 2 days a week. LinkedIn, Facebook 2 days a week. LinkedIn, 2 times a week. And YouTube, 2 times a week. So hopefully that is helpful for you. My poor camera keeps sliding. Let's try this again. And then my outreach. I would like to follow the plan above by scheduling my posts. I would like to assess the outcome on a weekly basis. Is it, am I seeing an increase or a decrease in interaction and engagement? I will assess this as often as possible, but my goal is twice a week. And then for the chamber event, I try to go to the Chamber of Commerce events in my town. And so I would like to go there at least once a month. But if I cannot, for whatever reason, go every single month, I would like to go at least once per quarter. And then for my website, I need to organize one of my pages for easier order processing. Again, I don't accept payments through my website, but I do accept the orders through my website. And that's something I talk about in our private student-only group. Now, my goal. I have a goal for my newsletter, and I would like to increase my subscribers. And I would also like to increase my income. I think all of us would like to do that. And then the obstacles, well, right now I need the cord to my laptop. I left it at my daughter's house, and she lives an hour away. So that's an obstacle I need to overcome and get my laptop cord back. And then I need to pick one day and just set that one whole day, which is 8 hours. My work days are 8 hours per day. And so I would like to take one full day to schedule all of my postings. I would like to get that done and scheduled so that way I don't have to go in every single day and work on it. All right. So this comes in the business planner pages as well. So my growth activities, I like to keep this in my quarterly business binder. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about with that. But these are just some ideas for moving forward. Do you need, and these are questions I ask myself. Do you need to upgrade your equipment? Do you need to add any new equipment? Do you need to purchase advertising on social media? Should I sponsor a local team or organization? And then have I or will I or advertise in my local newspaper? And so I have advertised in my local newspaper. I've had a press release ran twice now, 0 return on investment. and no orders, no website clicks, no nothing. So please consider where you're spending your money. Now, my press release did not cost me anything. That's free press. And some individuals find it great success in that, but where I live locally, it has not brought any type of success. So I'm very thankful I did not spend any money on an ad in the paper. Now, when I submitted the press release and they ran my story, and they said they've done it twice now, had I received any type of interaction, orders, questions, messages, any of the sorts, I would have then taken it a step further and purchased an ad. But because I did not have any interaction from those free press releases, I will not spend my dollars on an ad. So again, know what it is that you're doing. Don't waste your time and money. Will I hire an assistant? So for quarter 3, I will not be hiring an assistant, but eventually I will be hiring one. Do I need to outsource my marketing to a reputable person? Right now, I do not. But, eventually I will. Do I need to hire a bookkeeper? No, right now I do not. Do I need to hire a web designer? No, I do my own web design, so I don't need to do that right now. And do I need to hire an accountant, a blog manager, etc.? No, I don't need any of that at this point. So how will you invest your time and money? If you go to sopreneur.com, there's the free newsletter there. It's at stephaniegrams.com. But the class is at Keepsake Business Academy, and I will be streamlining those soon. So this is the little paper I put in there. It's called the brain dump. And I'm not sure if you've been around very long with me or not, but this paper, I keep this paper. If it goes everywhere with me, and I jot down every single thought I possibly have about my business, especially with quarter 3 and quarter 4. Will I increase my bear sales by 5 per month? That might be a goal. And that's what this plus sign means. When you see that on any of my notes, that means will I increase? Or do I want to increase each quarter? Do I want to increase 20 bears every single quarter? And if so, will that help me meet my income goal? Update my mailing list. I need to update my mailing list. Not because I have to, just because something that I want to do. Attend 5 local business meetings with my goal to connect with local podcasters. I'm very specific. I want to get to know who else is a podcaster in my zip code. And then a calendar. So the calendar is order dates. Again, we talked about holidays and occasions and events and things like that. All kinds of ways that you can build your memory bear and keepsake business. So I hope that this was helpful for you, and I certainly hope the sound worked the entire time we were together. Again, it's Stephanie Grams at Keepsake Business Academy. Please give this a like, a subscribe, leave a heart emoji or the teddy bear emoji in the comments below, just so I know that you made it through to the end of this video. Have a wonderful day. Until tomorrow.